These past few years have been huge for LEGO Star Wars. We finally got long-awaited minifigures like Phase 2 Commander Cody, Fox, Bakara, Bly, Lama Su, and Tonwi. But somehow there are still so many major characters LEGO hasn't touched yet. So today we're counting down the top 13 LEGO Star Wars minifigures we still don't have and seriously need. We're keeping clones limited here, because that could easily be its own video. Instead, we're mixing characters from across the Star Wars universe, starting with the Phantom Menace. First up is Boss Nass from the Phantom Menace, the supreme leader of the Gungans. He's one of the most important Naboo characters LEGO has never made, known for his big personality and hilarious moments alongside Jar Jar Binks. Boss Nass would fit perfectly with existing Gungans like Captain Tarpals and the Gungan army, adding a long overdue piece to the collection. Honestly, it feels like LEGO fans have been waiting far too long for this minifigure. Next up is Rune Haako, who appears in the first 3 Star Wars prequels. He's Newt Gunray's loyal lieutenant, so whenever you see the Trade Federation leader, Rune is usually right there by his side. Having him as a LEGO minifigure would complete the set of key separatist leaders, especially from the Trade Federation, who played a major role in shaping the galaxy's conflicts. It'd be a great addition for collectors and fans of Star Wars history. Now let's move on to characters from the Clone Wars. First up from the Clone Wars is Phase 2 Commander Wolffe. LEGO has already made his Phase 1 version in the 2011 Republic frigate, but his Phase 2 armor, which he wears for most of the Clone Wars, has never been released. It's one of the most detailed and iconic clone designs, and we even got his Rebels version in Captain Rex's ATTE back in 2016. With LEGO now producing highly detailed Phase 2 clones like Commander Bakara and Commander Bly, a Phase 2 Wolffe minifigure feels long overdue and would be a must-have for collectors. Next up is Mother Talzin, who appears in Seasons 3, 4, and 6 of the Clone Wars. She's a fascinating villain operating with her own agenda and a deep dislike for Count Dooku. LEGO has sadly only made Asajj Ventress from the Night Sisters, leaving the rest of this iconic group unrepresented. With the recently updated V19 Torrent set featuring Ventress, it feels like the perfect time for LEGO to bring Mother Talzin to life in minifigure form, a must-have for any Clone Wars collector. Next up is ARC Trooper Jesse. With LEGO releasing Phase 2 Commander Rex in late 2023 and Fives in 2024, it's the perfect time to add a new ARC Trooper, and Jesse is the obvious choice. He appears in the final season of the Clone Wars and has been fighting alongside Rex since Season 2, making him a key part of the Clone Squad. If collectors can get Phase 2 Rex from that season, Jesse should definitely be included so fans can recreate those iconic scenes. Next is Admiral Trench, who first appears in Season 2 of the Clone Wars and somehow makes a return in Season 6 and 7. He's instantly recognizable with his spider-like face and is known for being ruthless, sadistic, and sometimes overconfident, which even got him outsmarted by Anakin Skywalker. He's a standout villain, and a LEGO minifigure of Admiral Trench would be an awesome addition for collectors and fans of the Separatist forces. Next up is one of my favorite clones, Commander Thorn, easily one of the most heroic. He only appears in Season 6, Episode 7 of the Clone Wars, but he makes a huge impact with his heroic stand defending Senator Padme Amidala on Scipio. His Phase 2 armor is also unique, and with LEGO recently releasing Phase 2 Commander Fox, a Commander Thorn minifigure would be a realistic and highly welcome addition for collectors. Next is Gallia. At first glance, she can be easy to confuse with Stasali, kind of like how Eithkoth can be mistaken for Aegon Kolar. But she's a completely different character, appearing mainly in Seasons 2, 3, and 5 of the Clone Wars, and also in the Phantom Menace. She's highly regarded by both the Jedi and the Republic Senate for her skills as a diplomat and political consultant, making her a notable figure. A LEGO minifigure of Gallia would be a fantastic addition for any Jedi collection. Now let's move on to the characters from Attack of the Clones. First up is Wat Tambor. He appears in episodes 1 through 3 of Star Wars and plays a major role in the Clone Wars, overseeing the production of battle droids and advanced military technology. As the ruler of Ryloth and a key separatist leader, he's an important character in the galaxy's conflicts. A LEGO minifigure of Wat Tambor would be a fantastic addition for any collectors interested in the separatist forces. Next up is Dexter Jettster, and let's be honest, this guy is legendary. He gave Obi-Wan crucial information about the Camino Saber Dart, making him a key part of Attack of the Clones. He's also featured in LEGO Star Wars the video game and LEGO Star Wars the complete saga, so a LEGO minifigure of him is totally doable. LEGO even made Ponkrell back in 2013 with multiple arms, so creating Dexter wouldn't be a stretch. He's funny, strange, and unforgettable. It'd be amazing to finally see him in LEGO form. Next up is L337 from the Solo movie. I'm honestly surprised LEGO hasn't released her in the Kessel Run Millennium Falcon set, especially since other less important important droids have gotten minifigures. What makes L337 so special is her personality. She's more than just a droid, a bit like C-3PO, and really stands out as a character in her own right. A LEGO minifigure of L337 would be a fantastic addition for collectors and fans of Solo. Next we have the Bantha, one of the coolest creatures in Star Wars. It appears mostly in A New Hope, but also pops up in several other movies. LEGO has never made a Bantha, which is surprising considering they've released creatures like the Dewback, Wampa, Tauntaun, Rancor, and even Boga. A big Bantha figure would be amazing, especially since we already have plenty of Tusken Raiders. It would make recreating Tatooine scenes so much more epic. Last on our list is Bastila Shan from the video game Knights of the Old Republic. She's one of the most popular and important characters in the game's story. LEGO has already released characters like Darth Revan, the Sith Warrior, Jedi Knight, Jedi Consular, and more recently Darth Malak. They've even made Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order, so creating Bastila Shan would be totally realistic. She's a fan favorite, and a LEGO minifigure of her would be an amazing addition for collectors and video game Star Wars fans alike. And that's our top 13 LEGO Star Wars minifigures we still need. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the countdown. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. And if you want to keep the Star Wars minifigures hype going, click on the video right here, and I'll see you there.